Welcome to the second WSL match of the evening. Here we have the Northern Hawks up against the Andinas. The lineups for the Northern Hawks, we've got Rachel Wilson in goal, Dakota Van Voort, number 9, Kayla McCulloch, number 8, Madeline Bugust, number 33, Tanya Campos, number 10, Ruby Cohen, number 3, Talia Kerem, number 5, and Jessica John, number 98. For the Andinas, we've got Camilla Christianini, number 20, Elise Glanfield, number 13, Camille Harrell, number 18, Thea Dunn, number 16, Priscilla Totcha, number 7, Mariana Melero, number 12, Gina Camila Jimenez, number 3, and Dominique Paredes, number 19. As both sides are now ready to get underway. As we see Campos, Cohen, Van Voort and McCulloch starting for the Northern Hawks. Coming off a big winning fact up against last season's premiers in the Coburn Wolves last time out. So we'll see how they fare against last season's grand final runners-up in the Andinas. Definitely a very solid outfit. Last season they were the underdogs, but now they've established themselves as one of the powerhouses in women's futsal. Starting lineups for the Andinas, we've got Cam Harrell, Priscilla Totcha, Elise Glanfield, and of course number 16, Thea Dunn. So we'll see how these two fare up against each other. Of course, Western Devils not in action this week with the bye, but they had a big win up against the Andinas last time out. Some were saying it was because coach Amanda Lynch was away, but that was not me. I did not say that. Nonetheless, it was a big win for them, and you'd have to say the Andinas are looking to respond in this one. Harrell, chip ball down the line, looking for Dunn, just goes astray. Van Voort now, Cohen. So we hear the call from the Andinas bench. They're just happy to let them play. We know how lethal the Northern Hawks are, is when you start to press and those spaces form in behind the defence. That's how they make most of their opportunities, engaging the other team in their press and working around them in that 4-0 rotation. As now the Andinas are slowly stepping up. We'll see if they fall into that trap. Campos and now Cohen and McCulloch start to move. Van Voort into Cohen. Now Campos. This is good from the Hawks, but heavy touch and Glanfield collects, but just runs out of play. Campos. Now Van Voort looking for that ball over the top. Well done there by Cohen to keep it in, but ultimately the Andinas still on the ball. But that pass by Dunn wasn't good enough. And the Hawks back on the ball. Here's an opportunity now for the Northern Hawks. Van Voort went for that toe poke, sliding, but just back underway. The Andinas sloppy in possession there, and that one's happily dealt with by Cohen, who just sees it out of touch. Dunn Into touch. Good footwork there. And now Harrell plays wide. Glanfield. Beautiful switcher play to Harrell. Just a bit too much on it. It runs out of play. Van Voort goes all the way across to Cohen. Now Van Voort looks for the chip down the line, gets dispossessed. There was a chance for the Andinas on the attack, but nothing comes of it. At least Glanfield, long-ranged effort. Big save, Rachel Wilson. She denies Andinas the opener. Ball inside. Andinas, that wasn't far away. And the Northern Hawks do look a little bit rattled. Totcha on the end of that ball. Done. Wide to Glanfield, long-ranged effort. Over the top of the bar as we see Dakota Van Voort and Ruby Cohen check out. And the likes of Bogus and Kurim check on for their first in of the match. Kurim gets dispossessed there, but does well, retrieves possession, then looks for that ball. Just a bit of confusion there on the bench, but referee Kevin Pincelli just asking one of the Andinas player to remove their jewellery. Obviously not allowed during the Supa-Liga matches. Back on the ball, the Northern Hawks. Talia Kurim, that was well worked, but that pass just goes astray. But McCulloch, that was a good reaction, but eventually the Andinas are back on the ball. But now the full press gets encouraged, and that ball was risky there by Elise Glanfield. Kurim. Harrell arguing with the referee, and for dissent earns herself a yellow card. She's got to be careful here. She keeps arguing. She could get a second for dissent. McCulloch played inside. Now Kurim gets dispossessed, and now Mellero for that long ball, but well read there by Kurim. Still going Kurim. Getting pressed hard here by Harrell. She's got a spring in her step after that altercation with the referee as she checks off. It's Harrell not happy on the bench with that decision to give her a yellow card. Campos, wide to Kurim, down the line, Bogus, played across to Campos, into McCulloch. Now, Bogus gets pressed well, and this is an opportunity, but well done, Rachel Wilson. She was alert to that one, came off her line, and did well to see that one out of touch, and she's won herself back a goal kick. Well done there, Rachel Wilson. But for all that hard work, Kurim, her pass goes astray, and back on the ball, the Andinas. That ball from Jimenez just goes astray, and now Wilson back on the ball. Campos. Wide to Kurim, across to McCulloch. Back to Kurim. Now they're engaging the defence, and this is where they're so lethal. But the touch there by Bogus just wasn't good enough, but they're still on the ball, the Northern Hawks. Plays Curran, but a bit of a stitch-up ball. Chipped from that distance, and it goes out of bounds, and the Andinas back on the ball. Campos, now McCulloch. Curran. Now Campos. Beautiful hold-up play, but eventually gets dispossessed. And now here come the Andinas. Good footwork there by Glanfield. Still going. Just runs out of space eventually. Did well, though. Won herself a corner ball. It's flicked inside. Well done again, Rachel Wilson. Big save. You just thought the like of Melero was going to get a touch on that in the back of the net. But Wilson, she stood strong in these opening 10 minutes. McCulloch getting pressed well again. Wilson off the line. Well done again. Rachel Wilson. She knew she was outside of her box and put her hands behind her back and just got a touch on it out of play. But we are back in possession now with the Andinas. All the way back to Dunn. Now Glanfield. Looking at that chip ball down the line, not good enough. Bogus, that's a delightful ball for Cohen, who brings it inside. Good footwork there. But McCulloch had also looked for that short ball inside, and no one was on the flank. But well done there, Ruby Cohen. The communication there wasn't happening. Now, good physicality there between the two. That was Melero. Still coming back hard, and she wins back possession. And now there's a 2v1 opportunity, but again, Elise Glanfield did well to see that one out of touch. Curran, switcher play to Cohen. Glanfield again. Defensive work rate has been exceptional so far, and she sees that one out of touch. Wide to Curran. Back inside, Van Voort for that wide ball to Burgess. But you'd have to say the Northern Hawks haven't worked their 4-0 quite well so far. But we'll see what occurs in the rest of this contest. Dispossessed Bogus, but she does well. Back on the ball. Skips past Glanfield, but her touch just goes astray. Well worked there, the Andinas, but again, neither side really warmed up into this match so far. Both, as soon as they get into that final third, that final ball isn't happening. As a timeout is called for the Northern Hawks, we'll be back with you just after this break.
Futsal WA has social futsal competitions 5 nights a week, Mount Lawley and West Perth. Whether you're an individual or have a group of mates who want to play, there's a junior, men's, women's or mixed competition that will suit you. Contact us to get involved in futsal, an action-packed sport and the fastest growing sport in Australia.
We're back underway with the Northern Hawks. We'll see what they conjured up in their timeout. Obviously, Coach Greg Farrell not happy with what he's seen so far. Andinas working the ball well, but eventually just goes astray. Across to Cohen. Now Curran back to Cohen. Across to Van Voort. Played inside. Bogus, but eventually it finds out the back to Dakota. Van Voort goes for the shot. Parried out to the back post and out for a corner ball as Harold checks back on. Resets wide to Cohen. Long range effort, and it's in the back of the net. Ruby Cohen gives the Northern Hawks an early goal. As we look at the replay, well worked from the corner. Cohen just got a shot and found that little deflection and in the back of the net. They're starting their season strong. We'll see if they can hold it off or if the Andinas will come back. As Maddie Bogus has just hurt herself in that challenge. Just maybe a bit of a jarred finger or something. Long ball over the top. Well dealt with there by Curran. And Dean is getting pressed hard here by no foul called. Whistle at the mouth, but then eventually it comes by Kevin Pincelli. Harrell over the free kick, goes long, but again, miscommunication between the teammates, and that one doesn't come of anything. Now, Cohen, wide to Van Voort, looking for the run of Bogus. Nothing comes of it. Inside, big press now by the Hawks, but Harrell deals with it all right, and just happy to see that long and out of play. Campos, back to Cohen. Now Van Voort, inside to Campos. Well worked here by the Northern Hawks, and Campos wasn't far away at all. Last season's MVP winner, of course, Tanya Campos. What a player she is for the Northern Hawks. See if she can find herself on the score sheet. As we said last night with Wesley Vanagas at Cumbrae, you'd actually be losing money if you put it on him scoring. I think it'd be the same with Tanya Campos. Beautiful ball there by Cohen. Just a bit too much on it for Campos to bring it down. Eventually heads it out of touch. Christianini goes long, but Wilson happily collects that one. Now Van Voort into Campos. Switch of play to Cohen. One touch into Van Voort, and that's a beautiful work play. Can Campos get a goal? No, she can't. Big save there by Camilla Christianini. But you got to say, Northern Hawks, that was good play from them. Just found that space in behind. And now Van Voort, long-ranged effort, but well collected there by Camilla Christianini. Harrell, looking for that switch of play, well dealt with there by Campos. Harrell into touch, and then long ball, looking for the likes of their target. Well Controlled, still in play. No foul called. Resets to Dunn. Switch of play to Harrell. And that was the right idea there by Cam Harrell, but the execution just wasn't there. Goes out of play for a goal kick rather. Side ball for the Hawks, rather. Campos. Back to Campos. Gets dispossessed and Wilson had come out well, but this was just discussions on the Andinas bench. Just think that was maybe a bit of a soft foul, but referee just called it, and now there's an opportunity for the Andinas, despite Campos's claims, and to the back post, and there it is for the Andinas. They tie it up. Good set piece there from the team. And I believe the goal scorer was Camila Jimenez. Well done to her, getting herself on the score sheet. Maybe a bit hard done by there by Campos. A bit of a weak foul, but it was called, and now things are all level. And now another opportunity for the Andinas, but just goes out of touch. So we're in stop clock territory. We'll see if anyone can pull up a lead before half time, or if we'll go into the second half with all things squared. Cohen, delightful ball over the top to Campos. Good first touch. Brings it inside. Then blows wide to Van Voort. Back to McCulloch. Ball over the top. Campos on the volley. Good pressure there by Totcha. Make sure she couldn't get a clean hit, but still in possession. Van Voort, but that one just goes wide. Corner ball. Ball down the line. Campos from range. Christianini goes over the top. Campos did well, but it eventually resets back to Harrell. Played wide to Glanfield. Chip ball down the line. Looking for Dunn. Goes for the shot. Wilson, big save again. McCulloch's holding it up well and wins herself a foul for her efforts. Now, Hawks get us back underway. Van Voort, ball down the line, not good enough. Harrell collects, but John chases that one down well. Just brings something of it, but still an Andina's ball. Van Voort did really well, but it was fouled in the process. No advantage called, and she wins herself a free kick. Van Voort, long-ranged effort, blocked in the wall by Totcha. Goes out of play. Harrell, now Glanfield. Lots of space. Big chance there for Totcha. Just couldn't find the right connection on it, and well worked back there by Van Voort. McCulloch gets dispossessed, out of play. Harrell. Still going Harrell. Brings it inside. It's somehow fouled at Glanfield. Big save Wilson. How could she be, Rachel Wilson? Definitely one of the standout performers for the Northern Hawks side so far. And now a corner ball. Watch out for Campos on the end of this one. John down to Campos as predicted. Big shot from our distance. Our seating position looked like that was nestling in to the top left-hand corner, but just wide. 11 seconds left on the clock. Both sides, probably a fair result so far, a draw. Glanfield resets to Dunn. Now Harrell. Beautiful ball to Dunn. Can she make it? 2 with 1 second left on the clock. Sorry, 1 millisecond left on the clock. No, she can't. Another save by Wilson. But as the 4 seconds gets called there by Totchup, that will see us out for the first half. So far, it's a 1-1 draw. We'll be back just after.